I'm Arnaldo Leyva.
Chris Walling.
Francisco Aviles.
And we're the students behind the Flow NoMo. And here's our contact information and our faculty advisor, Woosoon Yim. All right, the problem we're trying to solve is overflowing bathtubs and sinks. And our purpose is to stop water from overflowing from a bathtub or faucet that has been left on. And this could save consumers and business owners, hotel owners, thousands of dollars in damages that range from electrical to, I don't know, plumbing, everything. And what we want to do is make this device as cost efficient as possible. That's going to be where the engineering is going to have to work here. And then the potential customers, there's the hotel owners, business owners, anyone who has a bathtub. There are right now in Las Vegas, as of 2010, there's 124,270 hotels. This is an untapped market that we feel that we could get to, with our device. And it's basically like an insurance device that assures that the consumers will never we'll never leave the bathtub running or anything like that. Go ahead to the next one. All right, here's a little bit of history. We found this a while ago, and it's about a man who showed up to his hotel room drunk, and he got in his bathtub and left it on. And Mr. Sevi became the perfect example of why a device like this is needed. He passed out, and he left his bathtub running. It cost $100,000 in damages at the Best Western in Arizona. Right now, this guy's facing felony charges. With a device like ours, he wouldn't be in jail, and they wouldn't be out $100,000.
Now, our design is going to have a two box system unit. It's going to have the overflow here. It's going to go inside of either box, whichever one happens to be running, and it's going to have something that's going to stop it in there. If you go to the next one. Inside the box is going to have a simple bowl and float system. When the overflow goes in, it's going to lift up the float and push down a needle-type valve or a cap, which is going to slow the flow to a trickle. What this trickle is going to do is going to allow a little bit more flow to keep this buoyancy up, so that the water doesn't drain and allow more flow to come in, which would cost more, which would bring your water bill up a little higher. So this is going to slow the flow down a lot to a tremendous low point. That's the purpose of this. And right in between here is going to be a diaphragm that's going to separate the two chambers, so that no water is going to go in here and start filling it up and stopping the water as soon as you turn it on or off. Now, the difficulty about this is finding a material that's going to have enough buoyant force to push down against the force of the water pressure pushing up on it. So we have to look for materials that would solve this problem and find the right ratio on the left side of the chamber to the right side of the chamber to where it puts enough downward force on that valve.
Now, there's only one device that is for the purpose of stopping water from overflowing from the bathtub. It's called the Flow Band. This device is not available for you to purchase like at a Home Depot or Lowe's. We call them, and they quote us for $300 for the device. And if we can produce a device that is similar to them and it does the purpose and it prevents water from overflowing for a way cheaper price, I think it'll be a good way to improve this product that is already available. Somewhat available. It's not completely available because it's not really, no one can get it at a store or anything. And then this is our planned schedule. Next week we plan to create a SolidWorks design, AutoCAD, and just to go more in depth in the design. And then week after that, start looking at the materials like Chris was talking about to see what's the best material available. The week after that, to see if we have to make any changes depending on our calculations, and then just work on the final report and any fixes that we have to do. You guys have any questions?
All right, so obviously if this happens, it's going to be really expensive. Well, without your device. So if it happens without your device, it overflows and it causes really expensive damages.
Yeah.
But how many, do you happen to know how many of these happen, like incidents happen, like per capita? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, we don't, but we know it's enough of a problem that Dr. Yim, who gave us the idea, someone from Mandalay Bay, I think it was one of the security directors out there, he came and asked Dr. Yim, can you invent something that'll stop this? And so that's when we talked to Dr. Yim and he gave us this idea. So I think it happens enough. We actually haven't got the correct numbers yet, but I think it happens enough that they want this to not be a problem.
You already have customers lined up?
I hope so.
Also, when you compare the cost of having a unit like this in the bathtub versus, having somebody pay the cost of the damage, I think it's a better bet, just have the device already installed in your bathtub, just as a safety.
What are common causes of drain blockage? I mean, how does it suddenly get blocked that would cause this damage right away?
Oh, no, it's actually just being careless. It's you going in, well, what we're trying to stop is an overflow. So it'd be like you just going into your bathtub, leaving it on, going and, doing something else, and hours later you come back and your whole room is flooded. As you saw in one of the first pictures up there, it not only gets the bathroom, it gets the room underneath it, it gets everything in between it. So, I mean, it costs, I would say the average home, if this happened in your home, it would probably cost you like $10,000 to $15,000 to repair all the damage that would be caused.
How would your design function if the case that you mentioned that had one drain is blocked and your device draining out might not be sufficient with the bottom of the...
Okay. So, okay. I see now. I see what you're asking. So, if the device is blocked from working, or the overflow is blocked, or
in addition, the drain inside.
Oh, so the drain is blocked. The drainage is bad. That'd be something we have to look into because our device basically connects to the drain. So we're assuming the drain's working. Yeah, what we want to stay away with, what we want to stay away from is any type of sensor, any type of electrical device, because we've done all the research we can, and we found that any electrical device and all that, you're worried about how long it's going to last, whereas mechanical devices can last you a lifetime.
It's still important that someone be able to look at the device and say, the drainage is blocked, that should fix this problem before it becomes a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
I'm not saying something that will correct the problem. I'm just saying identification tools are saying we should correct this problem that's happening in the system that can flow.
The drainage you're talking about that's happening, the stoppage of the drain that you're talking about is in the overflow, right?
No. He's
Is that what you're
just
talking
talking about let's say there's a bunch of toilet paper in the toilet and then it overflows.
Oh, well, no. This people who
doesn't-
run baths, when they start a bath, they stop their drain so that you can fill up the tub. Now, what that guy did is, his example was he did that very thing, but he passed out drunk inside of his tub and left it running. Now, the overflows, when you leave it on, especially when you leave a faucet on high, the overflow can't evacuate enough water
That's coming in.
that's coming in. So what happened was it went past the overflow and over the lip of the tub and spilled everywhere into the halls, the rooms below it. In his room, caused tremendous amounts of damage. I mean, that's the kind of thing that that we're looking to market to. I mean, there are people who still do run baths who have arthritis in their backs, any kind of lumbar problems. They want to have a hot bath going when they get home from work, and there are people there are testimonials where people have flooded their bathtubs or bathrooms because they've passed out. They just fall asleep after they start a bath. It's just one of those things that happens, and this can prevent all of that.
Go ahead. With your design, is it supposed to just really protect against accidental flooding versus blatant vandalism? Is that what it is?
Well, it would prevent vandalism as well. So actually, what you guys are asking, okay, so let's say the drain is blocked. Our device would stop, still it would be overflowing. Our device would stop it from overflowing. Now, the real problem is the device going to hold? Yeah, I think so. If we design it to hold, it's going to hold all that pressure inside. So it basically just becomes a cap on the hot and cold lines. So essentially, let's say the drain is blocked, and then our device is still stopping the water that's coming in. If that's your question.
All right, so if I was an executive and you were just telling something to me and Chris just said what you just said,
Yeah.
I would ask, why don't you just make the overflow here?
It's also one of those things
It's designed to kind of retrofit what's
it's
already
designed
on
to
there.
retrofit. Plus,
Because you'd have to buy a new tub. If you start cutting into a tub, it would look like garbage. You know, it wouldn't look that good if you cut a bigger hole.
What people
into
want
it.
now is sleeker designs. You don't even want it to look like it has an overflow. That's how most hotel rooms have it now. All you'll see is like a little thing like that big and about that thick. You know, and that's not going to stop anything.
And since our unit comes, we can make it in one box. You can even talk to a toilet manufacturer and have them make a toilet with an overfill lip on the inside of their toilet bowls, to where it can stop overflooding toilets too. When the flap gets left open and the water just keeps going in and pouring in. You know, that happened to, that's a testimonial from my family. It happened to my family. My dad flushed the toilet, passed out, and black water, flood damage, 2-story house, about $7,000 worth of damage. I mean, that's something that you can also prevent too, since it's only got one inlet hole, and that's all you really need for a toilet, is just one hole.
So they're designed the flow band. You couldn't adjust it to the toilets, but ours, we've made it so it can go from toilets to bathtubs to sinks. So whichever you need. Any more questions?
Any more?
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys.